Hello, I'm Kyle Rink, and I'm a seminarian for the Archdiocese of Seattle. And this summer I'll be here at St. Michael's Parish. I'm really excited to meet you all eventually and hope to get to work with you a little bit. Just a little bit about me. I grew up in Puyallup, Washington, just a little bit south of here. And I grew up as the oldest of three in a really great Catholic family. I have a civil engineering degree from Boise State University. And while I was there, I also played trumpet in the marching band and was really involved in my Newman Center and really enjoyed college life there. And actually, that's where I first discerned priesthood, was at Boise State. At that time, I had a really amazing girlfriend, but there was just one problem with us, and that was that she was a really devout Protestant and I was a really devout Catholic. And we talked a lot about it, and we knew that this was a really important thing for us. We needed to be on the same page. And we were trying to figure it out, but it just seemed like nothing was working. And so I was kind of at a point in my life where I wasn't sure what to do. It seemed like my plans just weren't working out. And so luckily I was able to talk with one of our campus ministers, and he made me realize that I'd never really opened up to God's will. I'd never asked God what he wanted for me. And I knew that God had the best things in mind for me and that his will would make me truly happy. But I just never really opened up to that. And so one day at the Newman Center, I decided to go to the chapel, and I just made a really honest prayer to God. I just said, Lord, let your will be done. I asked God that he would make whatever his will for me was clear, whether that was to get married or if that was something different. So within a month of praying that prayer, two things started to happen. The first was that Katie, my girlfriend, opened up to Catholicism. She had read Rome Sweet Home by Scott Hahn and was really, she was just open to the fact that maybe the Catholic Church had something behind it. The second thing that happened was that I started to be kind of attracted to the priesthood. And that was kind of scary. I just remember seeing the priest up at the altar and having this kind of desire to say, wow, I kind of want to be up there. I want to do that. I continued to kind of have these kind of nudges from God towards the priesthood. And eventually I couldn't ignore it. And I had to make a choice. I had to really commit to discerning. And so I did. I left my girlfriend and continued to discern the seminary. Eventually God led me into the seminary. And I've been a seminarian for 2 years now. And I have to say, it's been just a real joy these past 2 years to be a seminarian. God's really blessed me here in different places, and he's given me the chance to minister to so many different people. I've especially enjoyed ministering to the youth, also to Alzheimer's patients, and just in general, being kind of a servant wherever I'm able to. Everyone always asks once I'm done with this story, they say, so what happened to the girl? I really enjoy telling this because it shows how much God works in our lives. Katie has since moved on to become a full-fledged confirmed Catholic. And actually this weekend, she's getting married to this incredible Catholic guy who I've been privileged to get to know. And so it's been really amazing to see kind of God working in our lives. I was the oldest of 3 kids and grew up in a really great Catholic family. I've got about 17 or 18 aunts and uncles and probably about 30 cousins, and everyone lives in the same Pierce County area. And so I've been really blessed as a kid to be able to grow up with my cousins and to see everyone for Thanksgiving, Christmas, and even other times of the year too. My brother, who's 2 years under me, he's 23 and just got married, lives with his wife in Stanwood and works as an engineer. And my sister's a student at Central Washington University studying music education. And she also leads the music ministry at the Newman Center there. My siblings and I are really close and really enjoy doing different trips together and visiting each other and just hanging out. I've been very blessed by God to have a close family. So one thing I've really enjoyed about being here is getting to go fishing. So the parish, of course, is located right across the street from Blackman Lake. And so in the last week, I think I've been fishing about maybe 4 or 5 times. I haven't caught any fish yet, but someday I will. So moving into seminary was a pretty interesting experience for me. I wasn't really sure what to expect, but I was really blown away at the charity of the guys that were there. Within a few weeks of entering seminary, I was playing soccer and I sprained my ankle pretty badly to the point where I had to walk around in crutches for about 3 weeks. And I was just so edified because every time I go down to the cafeteria to get food, at least 2 or 3 guys would say, hey, can I get your food for you? Can I hold your crutch? Can I help you out in this or that way? It was amazing to see how giving these guys were and really encouraging for the future of the church to see that these are going to be our future leaders. One of the saints that's really inspired me has been Pier Giorgio Frassati. He was a young Italian saint who died at a young age, but was both a huge outdoorsman and also really big into evangelization. And those are 2 of my huge passions. And so one of his biggest sayings was verso l'alto. And that essentially means to the heights, both to the heights of heaven, but also to the heights of the next mountain. So until I see you again, I hope you have a blessed summer and verso alto.